Yo, what's up, people? Frank Scappaticci here with our head of sales and dispositions, Carlo San Diego from Greyline Investments. Today, we're going to play a game, which we do a lot on our live videos, but it's fun. We're going to play Hot or Not, but it's going to be the real estate edition. So Carlo didn't have any prep for this meeting. He didn't know what we're going to do until
I didn't even know what the topic was going to be, to be honest.
I mean, you kind of still don't. I really didn't give you all. So I'm definitely going to ambush you on this call. But what we're going to do is I've accumulated so many emails from other wholesalers before I got into the wholesale game. I was on the buyer's list, and I went through my old emails of deals that had sold in the past, and I was like, Carlo, let's play Hot or Not. Let's pull up some other wholesalers' packets and let's evaluate the deals. And Carlo, I'm going to put you on the spot, and I'm going to give you about a minute to evaluate a potential wholesale deal. And you got to say yes or no. And if you say no, like, give us your thoughts. And if you did have a price, like, what price would you have? And this has got to be obviously quick.
Okay, so am I just popping off like yes or no, or can I do like a little bit of analyzation on the property? Like,
I think the more color you add, the more fun it'll be for.
At least I can ask questions and stuff.
Yeah, of course. And listen, if I don't have the information, I'll just make it up.
Okay. I was gonna say I'll just
go through the thought process. Yeah. So, and again, like, for anyone watching, these deals they're real deals, but they're expired. So all these deals have been sold already. So, don't hit us up and try to buy it. They're gone. They're at least 5 or 6 months old. So you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Never done this before. So let's see if we can be efficient here.
How much time I'm going to have?
You're not going to have a lot of time at all. I'm going to probably make you feel uncomfortable with how fast we're moving. So you can see my screen, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so this is the first deal. I picked the city that we operate in so that we have some familiarity. Let me get my notifications out of here. Go away. Okay, so this is in Killeen, 2407 Lago Trail. Price from the wholesaler, 83.5K, 1983 build, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Okay, where's the first place you want to go? Where am I? This packet's big. It's got tons of
awesome. Do you have any comps for this property that I could take a look at?
Yes.
I just want to find out, what houses are going for in the area.
Yeah, square foot right here, 1172. We got to remember that. But let's go to comps. I think
definitely going to need to know square footage. Okay, what was that?
1172.
These are comps here.
This is comps.
3. Okay,
you got 3. Not a lot
here. Okay, so looking at the middle property, I'm seeing the high end, like the square footage there. That's kind of the high end one, 98 per square foot. So let me multiply that by the square footage of our property, which was 1172. I don't know how much time I have left, but I'm just going to type these in as soon as I can.
Hurry up! Your earnest money deposit contingency is expiring. Like, it's.
You're gonna. It's like give me about 114, 115K, which matches that. So I'm going to do 70% times
115 ARV. Okay.
No, it is not a good deal. No.
Okay. What number are you at? Where are you at? Now I'm going to try to sell you this deal. All right. You don't want to buy the deal. What number can I get you at?
Well, okay. So, I got 80, and honestly, 80. I know 80 is already below the sales price, and I haven't even really looked at the pictures and the condition yet. I kind of saw it really quickly as you're scrolling down. It looked like it was in pretty good condition, but I don't feel like there's a lot of rehab that needs to go into this property. But nonetheless, I think 83 is a little high. I would probably come in and offer, I don't know, 80, 75.
Okay, $3,500 off. Okay. So I'm thinking about it. You know that the wholesaler's fee on their list price is probably greater than 3.5. So you're like in the money, like, this is doable. So I'm the wholesaler. I'm like, hey, bro, like, I get it. Like, you're 70% minus rehab value on your cash offers, which is typical, right, for cash buyers. But if I was trying to sell it to you, I'd be like, listen, man, like, look at these pictures. We got a nice finish on the outside for a $100,000 house. It's got brick. It's got a decent sized lawn, 2-car garage. The inside of the house has new flooring, a white painted fireplace, white cabinets, stainless steel appliances. You could probably rent this thing. I know Killeen pretty well, probably $950 to $1,050 on the rent, crushing the 1% rule. Like, what's the problem, man? What's wrong with 83.5?
No, I mean, yeah, that does sound good. And when I look at these pictures, I mean, it's a really good place. I would still, it could be a deal. It really depends. So I'm calculating like 5K rehab into this, which it might not even need at all. But I just always feel like just being safe, you could always find 5K of rehab in almost any property. So I'm thinking I got, my ARV was like 80 plus the 5K I would look to put in 85. Your price, honestly, I could make, after some thought and some negotiation, I thought we were like going fast here, but after some thought and negotiation, I mean, I think 83 would work.
Yeah. So based off of what we know, I actually kind of agree. Like, I think this wholesaler likely sold this property at list price is what I think. If I was trying to do it, I think I would have started where you were. But to be honest, if you got a $83,000 house that comps at 115 and it doesn't need any work, like, hey man, someone's gonna make money on this deal. You know? So I'm gonna keep it simple and say it is a deal. That's my opinion.
No, I agree. Like, the more I look at the photos, it really looks like it doesn't really even need any work at all. Like, you could rent this out tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, listen, if you're not going to do a gigantic value add flip, you have to accept that your margins might get a little tighter. You're not going to make the same amount of money as someone who does spec builds in a booming economy. Like, if you're going to take the low risk option, this is it. So
that's a deal.
I agree. It was close. It's good pricing on the part of this wholesaler. I give them credit for their hustle. So I'm going to close this one.
I'm just trying to make decisions fast, and I'm trying to like give myself some room for error. So that's why I just like threw out that 5K rehab. But yeah, like with some legit time to look and analyze it, it probably doesn't need much work at all.
Yeah. All right. So another clean one. So this is like a layup for us because this is where Grayline was born. Right? So we know this area. I actually own a home around here. This area is okay. It's
Walmart Supercenter. I mean,
dude, the Supercenter. Of course. This area, a lot of homes in the 80s. A lot of the rent for these homes is in the 900 to 1100 range for your standard 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I know that, so I'm just going to tell you that off the bat. All right. So that's your 900 to 11. That's what I can tell you, and I'm not lying. So knowing that, let's go check this out. Let's check out the packet. All right, Julie Lane, Colleen. Let's go. I'll just take you straight to the comps. Since
I want to go through the same process. I want to see the comps. I need to see the square footage. And then photos. So $94 for high end price per square foot. What's the price per square foot for this property? The property that we're.
Oh, you mean you just want the price?
No, no. Excuse me. The square footage. My bad.
Oh yeah. Square footage is 1456. Okay, so we got 95 like 95 the max. That makes sense.
Okay, so this gives me about a 136 ARV.
Okay, makes sense. So without knowing the condition, a good condition home, what's your max offer right now? The home was in good
condition home. No rehab needs to be done. Max offer is 95K.
Okay, fair enough. So we're 10K, right? We have a 10K spread right here.
Yeah.
At 85. Let's look at the condition. Again, we have not seen this. Oh, I hope they have photos, or else I feel like I just wasted everyone's time. They don't.
Oh man.
Yeah. So check it out. So this is what happens, man. So. This is interesting. So the last one, it was like a wholesale, right?
Yeah.
They didn't have the rental income information in there, right? Because I think they were like, if someone's just going to gobble this up cash, let's move forward. And this one, I think they know this deal's thin. So they're like, yo, it crushes the 1% rule.
Right.
So you can see they have all these rents here and they're the nearby rents. This is accurate, 950.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep.
So it's interesting, like they adjusted the marketing material. But this is all I know. If this comes in my email, and I see this damn picture, and I only have 10K rehab spread, I'm not even going to show up to the walkthrough. I'm done.
Right.
Like that's me as a cash buyer. So I don't know. I feel bad I didn't give you the info you need, but I'm going to just go out on a limb and say this is not a deal.
No, yeah.
Like they didn't get a lot of people to show up to the walkthrough, is my guess.
Right. Yeah, no, that this one is not a deal.
Okay. Let's do one or two more. How much time we into this?
We're 10 minutes in.
Okay. After this, we'll do our little spiel.
Spiel.
I'm going to do a house in Austin.
Cool.
A completely different ecosystem. These are all, actually, you know what? I'm going to do one more rental. I'm going to save the Austin one for after the break. Okay. We got another rental city, Temple, Texas. Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, dude, this is right down the street from a house we marketed last month. Interesting. 75 grand, Temple, Texas. Okay.
Show me the comps. No, and is that the only photo we have?
I looked, actually, good point. Let's double check. I hope we have more. Dude, these son of a.
Hey, it's live TV, baby.
I know. I'm getting nervous. All right, let's see.
So we're not doing that one. Scratch my notes.
Let's scratch it, man. It's not worth it. If this one doesn't have photos, I'm going to make you go through it anyway.
Yeah, cool. Oh, it's a big one.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. This is different beast, right? Austin is like people are just parking their money here. They're buying things cash, and they're just banking on the appreciation and just hiding their money in these houses. It's almost like it's kind of like New York City skyscrapers, like how international money just dumps into them.
Yeah.
Really interesting. So we got a 411 cash price on a 3-2 in Austin, right? So,
one story.
but let's go through the process and like we'll talk about how the mindset changes, right? And I'll even talk about how I know people dispo deals in Austin after you get through it and how it differs from like your standard rental city. So
yeah, sure.
Look,
I mean, for me, like the first thing, it's over 400K. So, typically I'm trying to find, I'm going to start with like 70% of that property. But with anytime a property is over like 250, 300K, those numbers are just not going to work.
Yeah.
So, something like this, I don't know what you think, Frank. I would go maybe like 80, 85%.
I think like, so wholesalers in cities like Austin, Phoenix, Tampa, like they don't price at 70% retail value. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have to, right? That's not their fault. They're more in the 80 to 85% range. I think there's people that peddle deals at higher than 85% ARV, but you're getting into like the bad deal territory there.
Yeah.
A lot of them cut it off at 85. If you're maybe right in the heart of Austin, maybe they flex it up, but that's a general rule I would use. So if you're buying from them, just know that's like probably where they're pricing it at,
Yeah.
Which is like really why ARV is the most important thing. Like if you and your wholesaler don't agree on ARV, there's no truth. You're not on there's no fact.
Line. Right. Exactly.
So you need that. So anyway, 1958 I got as your square footage.
Are there any comps in this? Yeah. Hopefully there's some similar properties. Okay.
So here we go. Here's another interesting thing. Comps, only 3, which is interesting for Austin. Like, that more houses sold in these two to 3 subdivisions in Austin, Texas. Like you know that. Yeah. So right off the bat, I'm like, what are they hiding? You know what I mean? Like this can't be it. But so they chose 3 comps. These 2 right here are in the same subdivision as our subject house, right? This one's not.
That one's not. Yeah.
That one's not. So
where is the house in relation to?
I thought it was on the south. I think it was on the southeast side. Let's just assume it is for the sake of the exercise. Oh shit, it's right here. So it's just south of that river and southeast of that little weird plot. So it's right over here, the house.
Okay.
So it's in the same subdivision as 2 and 3, not 1. So I like to look at that because I'm like, I'm going to weight the results for 2 and 3 a little bit more heavily than number 1.
They're in the same subdivision,
same year built.
Yeah. Can I get some price per square foot for the comps?
Yeah. So. They updated their marketing material. It looks kind of nice. Where are we at? Where's the price per square foot? It's right over here. This is it. So huge range. And dude, check it out. The property number 1 in the different subdivision has the highest price per square foot by a lot, right? So for me, I can't rely on these 3 comps. I'm going to maybe rely on these 2, but I'm going to the prop stream to double check this, no doubt. Like I don't think this is so far off. I think you got to.
Yeah, it's just too big of a range. You're not going to get, you're not going to get an accurate number.
Yeah, but let's assume these two are legit. And
okay, so I'll get 340 as kind of like my high end.
Mm-hmm.
1 second. Okay, so ARV is 665.
So you got 665 because of the square footage.
Right.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
So I'll do times 0.8. I'll do the 80%.
Yeah.
Gives me 532. Let me just make sure my numbers are correct.
Oh yeah. So
340 price per square foot times 1958 the square footage. Yeah, 665. Then 80% of that is 532. Now, I would subtract the rehab from that 532. We don't really have photos. How do we want to play this, Frank?
So yeah, I would say like on a good conditioned house, you kind of have your number.
Yeah.
But with ranges this big, bro, like the devil kind of gets into details now. Like it's not like I would feel comfortable offering that price that you just said. You know what I mean? To like 500 grand for this house on a cash deal. Like I don't know, So I'm looking at this and I'm like, we got a 4.2 sold for 680, and then another house sold for 100 grand less at the same square footage within 5 months.
Yep.
So it's like, obviously the devil's in the details here. I think if you get at this price though, the 411 price range, what this is telling me is this might be somewhat safe. To be honest, especially in a city where you're seeing like plus 5% appreciation year over year. So for the right investor, I mean, honestly,
this could be a deal.
Yeah, it definitely could be a deal. It could be a deal. Obviously, it depends on the condition, which we don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, just know that you're not going to cash flow, especially with property taxes in Texas. But you're willing to hold this thing or wholesale it. Yeah, I think it's a deal.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to do a little promo. So guys, if you're liking this video, please like it, share, subscribe to our web pages, spread the word. We want to trick the algorithms to push out our content and our pages. So if you're enjoying this stuff, please click a like. Thank you. You want to do one more and then we could BS about something else?
Sure.
All right.
Whatever you got for me.
So actually at this one, I hope we get pictures. I'm going to try to sell it to you if the deal's not good. All right. I probably should have checked to make sure we had pictures. Oh God, look at this ugly thing. Oh, we got images, baby. I only have one.
625.
625. Sheesh. I mean, look at this ugly thing. Look at this gate. Who puts it like? The gate just does not match the house. The trees are like, oh my God. You need an arborist.
These are 2 different heights. Like the front gate has 2 different heights.
Yeah, they got the broken down cars and stuff. I mean, this is a wholesale deal all the way, right? We got the 2283 is the size
footage,
of the house. We got Huerta. It's on a quarter, somewhat of a kind of looks like a cul-de-sac, but not really. A lot of comps though, so that's good. That's good. So with that, just looking at these for 10 seconds, what is going through your head as you see these 7 to 8 comps?
And it's a big range. I mean, it range from 500 grand to 2 million.
Yeah, it's pretty big. That's we're also like downtown now. Like we're in real Austin proper at this point, so
gotcha.
It probably has something to do with it. But like my thought is, like this is kind of like the wholesaler like giving you the upside. You know what I mean? That this is like them making you chase the
like
big margin.
Right.
It is what it is. That's not wrong. You just got to know that. So let's see your ARV price per square foot. Let's try to find this thing. Where's your high?
It's like 582, number 8.
Okay, damn, bro. It's like New York City apartments are not even double that right now. That is crazy. Okay, so 582 is your number. So what do you got on your your tippy top ARV? What do you got?
Do you want the full number? 1.3 million.
1.3.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense. That's kind of actually where they're at. So then, what's your max offer on this thing, dude? Let's call this a 90 grand rehab. Maybe it's, who knows? It could be something else. This is ugly.
So my offer would be 1.1.
What?
Right?
Whoa. 1.3.
Right. Hold on. I think I fudged my number somewhere. Hold on.
I'll sell all my deals to you.
2283 times, what was the price per square? What was I using? 5 hertz? Was it
5.8?
580?
I think it was 580. Let me double check. Yeah, 580 is the tippy top. Yeah.
Bam. So that gives me that. Okay. Gotcha. I see where I messed up.
Come on, bro.
Okay.
I got another buyer on the line, dude. I'm gonna sell it to him.
So I end up with not like 970,000, 972,000.
So 970 in optimal conditions.
Yeah.
So then, like, yeah, in 100 grand rehab, it says buy it, right? I like my gut here is telling me that this street might be a little sketch, to be honest.
Right.
Like that these comps are way off. So like for me, I'm like red flag, right? There's no way that the wholesaler has $200,000 of potential margin. You know what I mean?
Okay, right. Yeah.
No way.
Definitely need more info on this one.
So I'm saying the jury's out. The jury's got to be out on this house. So this one, for me, I'm like, yeah, requires more investigation.
Yeah.
Carlo, you're saying it because your numbers are basically saying 800 grand.
Yeah.
Is good. There's no way that's right.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, I
don't see it. Yeah.
I don't see it either. I'm gonna stop sharing for a sec, and so I can see you while we're BSing.
That's sweet.
Yeah. So like, if you're a buyer, right, and you're like someone watching this video, like, and you could say, hey, you have a minute to look at a deal. Like, what advice would you give them?
Geez, I mean, I kind of like what we just did there. I mean, hopefully, you got to identify the comps, find the ARV, see what the properties, similar properties in the area are going for, see if, what the rental rate is, will it cash flow? And yeah, if you have pictures and you can determine like a better idea on what the condition is, I don't know. I'm just kind of brain dumping right now. Anything I'm missing?
I think I think you that's it, man. I think you nailed it. I think the number one important thing for everybody involved in the wholesale sales side, or the disposition part of the process, is get common ground on ARV. Or if you're on uncommon ground, just accept that you might be parting ways, and you might not be the right buyer. And if you're the wholesaler, that's probably, you can move on to the next person. Like that's like the first thing you did when you looked at these deals was, what are my comps? What's the price per square foot?
No, it's a great point, Frank, what you made, because if you guys are aligned on ARV, everything else is just, it's like you're talking the same language. Everything else is just much easier to, kind of negotiate and talk about. As long as you're aligned on that, then it's much easier.
Yeah, because we've had it where buyers have been like, listen, I see your ARV. I think it's correct. I don't agree with your rehab assessment. My contractor thinks it's 10 grand more than you. Right. And then you get two opinions like that as a wholesaler, and you're like, dang, I got to renegotiate this deal,
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Then at least you can work together and come to a solution and go back to the seller if required. So
yeah, I've been in situations exactly like you're explaining. Like, the market dictates the price. We have sellers who have this idea on what they think their property is sold, but we'll have 5 different investors go look at it who will all be aligned on what they think, and it's it's different from what the seller thinks.
Yeah, for sure. If you have multiple data points, you got to respect it.
Right.
Right now, things are nuts. Like we've been doing this a year, and I've never seen buyers as aggressive as they are today. So I mean, I'm looking at these deals now, and I'm like, man, I feel like in today's environment, these are all deals.
Yeah.
Like, everything's getting gobbled up.
Yeah.
But I think a smart investor stays patient. I know we're not changing our underwriting criteria. So
yeah, I don't want to say we've had properties that you and I discussed where we weren't sure how to price it, and it turns out people wanted it. Like, I'm glad we made the decision that we did, because you just never know, man, sometimes. And
you really don't. It only takes one.
I don't know, new year 2021, people have resolutions, but people have been very, very aggressive, which is great.
So definitely the interesting fact I heard today actually is Bigger Pockets in the month of from like December 15th to last week, they had 100,000 people sign up, which is
God, yeah, that's
more people they ever had. So there's definitely buyers flooding the market. So it might be a great time to be a wholesaler, to be honest, or a flipper. So the equity game that we all play in might be a great spot, honestly, Q1. So, fingers crossed that's right where we're at. So I hope so. But
there's so many areas in real estate that it's a great time. I mean, there's so many reasons why you should do it. For a lot of people, if you're working at home, you have extra time. If you just unfortunately, there's been people who've been let go because of their jobs, or maybe they're not working as many hours. I mean, real estate is a great, a great option to make some additional money, or just to kind of change up what you're doing.
Yeah, for sure. Real estate, day trading. I'm sure that those things are at all-time highs right now.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, man. So do you want to do our? We're almost at 30 minutes. Do you want to do our outro promo? Or do you want me to do it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any words.
I'm terrible at this.
I'll freestyle it, but hey, all you guys out there, if you are enjoying the content, please make sure you like and leave a comment. It affects the algorithms, according to Frank. No, but in all seriousness, it really does help the page. It helps our company. We just want to reach as many eyes and ears as we can, mainly because we want to help as many people as we can. Frank and I, we talk about it. They go live every day. We've made so many mistakes and learned so much over the past year that we want to share, what we've learned. And we have achieved a lot of success along the way too. And we want to teach people how we've come across that. So I say all that to say, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps our channel grow. You can visit us at graylineinvestments.com. If you're interested in educational opportunities, we have a mastermind course. You can learn all about that at graylineacademy.com/mastermind.
There you go.
Anything I missed?
Remembered all the websites. That dude's better than me. Good stuff. It was, but anyone watching, thank you for tuning in, and have a great day. Thanks, Carlo.
Awesome. Thanks, Frank. Thanks for having me.
No problem.
Peace.